G'day everybody. I thought that people might be interested in having a little bit of a look at ways in which you may choose to use your scorecard in order to help you to learn from your round of golf and hopefully improve over time how you're playing the game. So I thought that just start off by saying that I'm not going to put any intellectual copyright on any of this, so if anybody wants to try and monetize it and make some money out of it, you're more than welcome to do that. I don't have my tab at the moment, so I've done it the old-fashioned way on a piece of paper. Anyway, here is what I have as a bit of a system that I use. So, apologies for the camera on my phone. My case is actually scratched over the lens, so it's a bit blurry in places. So it's not your screen; it's actually my camera. But anyway, what we have here is three different ways in which you can hit the golf ball naturally. You've got your tee shots or normal shots on the when you're on the fairway. You get your chip shots when you're around the green, when you're using your lofted wedges, or when you're attacking the green, I suppose is the way that I would say it. And then you've got your putting when you're on the green. So I, as you may be able to see, have got an idea of each of the little boxes for each of the holes, an idea of recording essentially what I'm doing for each shot. And what that's doing is helping me to be able to see what I'm doing wrong and how I can basically improve what it is that I'm doing. So here is actually this is the first hole, and this is what I shot this morning. And I'm over in Sydney, and they're only letting us play golf for an hour each day. We're only doing an hour's worth of exercise at the moment due to COVID. And as a result of that, oops, I didn't finish off hole 18, but that was a bit of a disaster anyway, so it's probably not worth worrying about. I'll basically walk you through. We've got the A, and then I've got on the top left, I've got a circle, and then on the top right, I've got a circle, and then the bottom left, I've got an open square, and I've got capital A. So what that basically is telling me, if I was to look at that I've hit the ball in the middle, and that the top right, which correlates to this, basically, is there's a zero there, which means I haven't hooked it, drawn it, faded, or sliced it. So that's a straight shot, which is a really good one. What I would like to see is down on the bottoms is I have either a solid square, which means that I've hit it solidly, an open square, which means that I've hit it okay, but still could be better, and X is when I absolutely don't do very well at all. Where is an example of that? Here we go, on the 9th hole. You can see I've got quite a few on my third, and the third shot was so bad I actually had to take a drop, which is what that little note there is. And then I've got another C, and then another C, before I finally got it on the green, which was 6 shots on a par 4, which is absolutely hopeless. But anyway, that's golf from time to time. Yeah, I thought that people might be interested in the orange. We've got plus, if you were to happen to hit it a lot better than what you're anticipating, or further than you're anticipating. 0 if you're hitting it around about what you want to do, and negative obviously is negative, you're not hitting it as far as you want. And that one there, I tend to put up on the top right hand side of the box, and then down the bottom right is I've got another option here for plus or minus. If that's if I really feel good about it or really feel bad about it, and that way basically I can analyze what it is that I'm doing while I'm playing golf, and not actually get so emotional about it, because sometimes I can get pretty frustrated, as most of us I think can, when we're playing golf, and this just helps us. The other thing here as well is chipping is obviously such an important part of the game for me, so I'm really focusing in on that. So I've actually worked quite hard on ways in which I can really record my chips here. So when I am playing my tee shots, I will write the type of shot that I've hit in capitals. When I'm playing a chip shot or attacking the green, I tend to try and write that in bold, and then I'll go back to small non-bolded letters when I'm putting. And that's something that I've just done a little while ago. I was putting circles and squares and things like that around things, again, just to kind of help me, but I find that capitals is fine, and and bold is fine to be able to kind of help me. But just to kind of give you an idea of a slightly better scorecard that I got, this is only a few days ago as well, so this morning's golf was pretty bad. I was doing quite a few things wrong, but that's okay. That's, again, technical, and I'll work on my technique and get better. But then obviously I had a big, huge mistake on the 18th hole. I went way down the left-hand side and got stuck in the rough, and then I thought, oh, I'll be fine, I'll smash it out, and then that's when I've got that little ego note. So this is the next part of it, is that if you wanted to go back and reflect a little bit on your scorecard and things like that as well, you're welcome to kind of go back in there and think about what some things are that you did wrong, whether it was a technical thing or whether it was an ego thing, or things like that. But the other thing as well is that you'll notice with most golf cards, they have a little mini map of the golf course on the back. And also what you can do as well is you can note where each of your shots have gone. On this particular one, this is quite a new thing for me, so I haven't actually done it that regularly. But you'll notice that actually halfway through this one, on the 9th hole, I decided to actually put a little dot where my ball was landing on the green, and then I thought, oh, why don't I just do that for all my shots? So now that I'm doing that, next to the number, that this is second. So obviously my first shot is off the tee, second shot is on that part of the green, then third, and then fourth, and that way you can kind of see, you know, where you're going around the golf course and things like that. So again, this is from this morning, and again, just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what it is that I've been doing to kind of make it a little bit easier for myself, is you'll see here that my second shot kind of landed there on the thing, then I went over to there, and then up the back of the green, and then onto the green on my 6th shot finally. And again here, second, my third, and then this is the 18th hole here as well, which I absolutely murdered. So not so good, but you kind of get a bit of an idea of what it is that you can do and how it is you're striking. The second to third shot on the 18th was actually a 6-iron, and it was one of the best strikes I've done that particular round, so I'm actually quite happy. And that's the good thing about kind of doing this system, is that you can kind of you know, focus in on little wins that you get along the way to kind of help you stay motivated and things like that as well, to keep on going. Yeah, that's just a little bit of a bit of an idea of some things that some other people may be interested in trying out, just to kind of help you to look at what you can do in order to record what it is that you're doing in a more accurate way. And obviously, the more accurate you are with the way that you do things, then the more likely you are to be able to improve on what it is you're doing, get better at your golf over time, which is really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to play bogey golf, which is 1 over par each hole, and if I do that, I'll get under 90, which is actually, excuse me, something that would be a huge achievement for me, considering I haven't been playing very long. So I hope you guys find this useful, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time.